Okay.
If not, how about have a meeting to order at 5:34? Yeah.
Keith Gordon,
Yes, ma'am.
Max Beloy.
Here.
Tim Hand.
Yes.
Michelle Kelly. Here. James Wilson. Here. John Digital.
Here.
James Cartwright.
Here. Stand pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag, of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Persons to address the board. I see Kim's here. All right, you address us. Presentations to the board of the schedule. I need a motion to approve the minutes for the October 8th, 2024.
A motion.
Okay. So motion, Max for the second. Any questions, comments, concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Administrator reports. And in your packet. And we have them here. Do we have anything for us?
Nothing further.
Well, the thing I was gonna add is the UPK audit will be submitted electronically this week and they'll be here December 4th, because of in person. Where's that?
Any questions, comments on administrator reports? Board committee reports, this is new, I know Max had one in there, sent an email out. Michelle sent one out.
I'll go.
Yeah, I'll start, for athletic committee, just to sum up what we already had. Overall, fall sports were a success, no major hiccups there, or here publicly. Cleveland trip for boys varsity basketball, that's basically been finalized, the vast majority of that. By boosters. The NYC trip for the boys varsity basketball team, that's gonna be fully funded by their fundraising and boosters, and that's planned. For winter sports, the JV and modified basketball numbers were high, so the current plan was to have 2 modified teams, and so they got more time on the court. We're able to find coaches and to see them in the agenda tonight. And there's no bowling team this year, this wasn't enough interest. Other than that. So, anybody have some questions?
Thanks, Max. Michelle.
So I forgot about this part, but I'll do it on the fly. Brian had helped us out with almost 17 to 19 policies that needed to be updated, either because there have been changes, you know, in mandates or regulations, things that we have to do. So a lot of them are new required policies or existing policies that require changes. One of the things that I wanted to mention to you guys is we had gone over the child abuse and neglect policy that we already have. We're making some changes to that as it pertains to reports that are made essentially on abuse that would occur within schools. Right, Brian? So one of the things that I had mentioned to Brian is that with my background, that was one of the first policies I looked at, just because I was interested by it. And we do have some additional suggested language changes that you guys will see. But the biggest thing that I wanted you guys to be aware of was essentially our mandate as board members to make a report. Should we have a reasonable cause to believe or suspect or be told that that would be happening? I didn't know, one, if we knew that as board members, and two, while I certainly am not trying to get myself into any more training for this. I know that Brian talked about that there is, of course, training opportunities for staff, and then if there was something, if you guys thought that you might benefit from that or wanted to know more about it, Brian had mentioned that he'd be happy to pass that information along to you. So aside from that, there is a policy that pertains more specifically to safety, and then more specifically to wellness. And because we have 2 committees already for that, we discussed sharing those policies with the committees before you see them for feedback, before they would come to the board meeting for approval.
As far as the child abuse, is that mandatory for board members?
That's my understanding, yes. So it's mandatory for board members. If you're giving knowledge that it's occurring in the school district. So for instance,
I mean, the training.
oh, so there's new updated language that includes, training and board members is in that. Brian and I kind of talked about how that language is recommended by the people that we subscribe to for policy updates.
Services.
I don't know that that's truly a mandate. Yes, we could probably look into that, but it's obviously suggested.
I did look into it and the mandate comes for anyone with a certificate. So teachers, teacher assistants, administrators. So in March at our superintendent's conference day, we have policies to give a 2 hour presentation to our staff, because we all have to have an updated training that just came out of the state this year. So we also an extended invitation to you. But I also have there through Utica National, which is our insurance company, we have online trainings. Where it's a child abuse training that's developed 20 minutes. Which can give you.
I will say, I had one that I use, I actually used it last week. For the student teachers at, or those going into teaching at Houghton. And that's a state, I mean, it's right from either state. What you guys,
The Office of Children and Family
offer,
Services.
it's either through that or state ad. It's
Okay.
a 2 hour, you click through it and then you answer some questions and you actually get a certificate for it.
Well, so in our policy is kind of twofold. So there's the reporting as it pertains to things that would occur to children by their caretakers or parents.
Mhm.
And the way our policy reads, how it was suggested, we as board members aren't necessarily mandated reporters in those
Right.
situations. What it really says is that we're mandated to make reports in situations where there would be concerns that a staff member or someone else working inside of the personnel inside of the school would have
Right.
potentially done something just abusive, not maltreatment. So, and we can share that with you guys, and if you have more questions about the language, I'm sure we can follow up.
I'm sure for Brian explain that versus the one I do, that's true.
No, they're gonna sit through the 2 hours.
I think the one that I,
New ones.
No, I'm talking to these.
Oh, it's it's not mine, I'll be honest with you, but you're all welcome.
No,
to come.
that 20-minute one that you were talking about.
It's that's a general
Yeah.
overview through Utica National, and again, they have the quizzes, but it's nowhere
Yeah.
near comprehensive for certified employees. So
Yeah,
that was our annual refresher.
this is one that came out. It's part of the accreditation for the new teachers or something that I was sent by their. The one that puts them out into the schools. So we went through it and it's actually pretty simple.
Yeah,
Pretty,
my point is, I just thought about this after we went through all that, I don't see myself enough in the school to be able.
Oh, right,
to
right, right,
report something to that.
and if you read the policy, it basically says, if there's a written complaint that comes to the board. Or someone comes to you in your capacity as a board member, then you have a duty to report.
Which involved, we would report to the superintendent, which already has it, right?
Unless, and I know that this would never happen, but unless the allegations were against Brian himself.
Thank you for couching that.
Yeah. I think that's probably kind of.
what's funny is like Sean and I are mandated reporters because of our profession. But we don't get any training as to how to do it and that, I mean, outside of, like you said, a brief discussion during police academy. 25 years ago,
Well,
there's really no ongoing training,
I'm always happy to talk.
absolutely.
Majority of the time, the person recording to the board member would probably be managed themselves.
Potentially, parents aren't mandated reporters.
Right.
I would say those are the biggest ones. Certainly, if they're shaking their head back, so you guys are easy targets, sorry, but they're mandated to report it. So I think really the biggest thing would be from a parent. That I can potentially foresee.
Is,
It's a part of their
Practice,
coaching
yeah.
certification, I believe.
do they get it required to coaching?
Yeah, it's part of the expectation.
I don't think it's in depth what certified teachers.
But
and stuff.
lets them know that they are mandated.
Well, thank you very much. Anything else on the policy? All right. Financial reports. I'll turn that over to Ms. Holter.
Right, just a couple of quick notes here. Our school tax collection process completed for this year, that wrapped up last Friday. Final report for that today. And also in your packet, you'll see the updated reserve plan. There's not much different there, just updated numbers from last year, when we finished that, and what was included in the budget for going to spend reserves. We just emailed out to you guys. Motion to get approved. But there's nothing really majorly new in that packet, so I'm just really happy with the numbers. But as you go through it, if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out. Other than that, I'm starting the budget, so it's hard to believe it's gonna be wrapped it up, so. Yeah, that's. I think we will discuss. Things that- And that's all I have.
Thank you very much. Can I get a motion to approve the treasurer's report?
Second.
James, a motion, Jamie, a second. Any questions, concerns, comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Can I get a motion on the warrant reports? Which, on the addendum, right? You know, that we'll remove the warrant reports until next month. Let's go see that, right? I need a motion to approve the financial reserve plan. Any motion? Any second? Any questions, comments, concerns with that? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to approve the age tax exemption.
I'll motion.
Joe with the motion. Amy with the second. Any questions, comments, concerns with that? Just below one county, right?
Yeah, we increased at the same level, but we're still below. We're much closer than we've been in the past, so I think eventually we'll get it to just the same.
And it wasn't very much, so I think there's like $500.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they increased, yeah, they increased it to 19.5.
Oh.
So
They went to 19.
that's what they were last year.
Oh, okay.
We had done a bigger increase last year, though, right?
Yeah, we did 2,000 last year.
Fine.
Any other questions, comments, concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to award the 2024-25 capital outlay project bid, the Erie contract. On motion. I'll second. Sean with motion. Max with the second. Anybody have any questions, comments, concerns with that? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Were they the only better?
No.
We used to see that, like this.
Yeah, it was.
Was it in the packet? I must have. missed it.
Yeah, there was,
Page 2 of that.
I'm gonna forget.
There was so many documents that I missed. I'm sure in this.
Any other questions, comments?
You already voted, so. I asked it after the fact.
Well, I didn't say,
Oh,
all in favor.
yeah.
All in favor?
I
Opposed? There, did I do that right? Tim?
no, I thought you had already done it.
I didn't hear everybody say yeah, because I didn't vote yes yet. but- I need a motion to approve the consent agenda. And move or separate the motion for request.
That's the additions.
And plus the additions on the addendum.
I'll motion.
Okay. Show the motion. Max in second. Any questions, comments, concerns on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion.
So this is going on. Oh, then that one was, hey, this is the end.
So now we're going to approve contract service stream. Yep. Can you let it be on your addendum? Got Max with the motion.
I'll say.
Tim with the second. Any questions, comments, concerns on that?
I asked to have it moved. I just think contracts should be out and away from consent agenda. Just, I know we've struggled over the years, what goes in the consent agenda, what comes out of the consent agenda. I'm just thinking contracts should probably be a statement.
Which contracts, because we have, number 2 is the service contracts for students, that's underneath there still. That we just approved on the consent agenda. So like a lot of times our service providers, if they're an external service provider for special kids, we put them under consent agendas.
But I continue to consider this a financial item and that's why you.
No problem, I just want to
Yeah.
clarify as to which one.
Like, and Buddy and I were talking about it before we started, it was like the example you used,
Like stipends.
the stipends and stuff like
Okay.
that, I think it's.
Keeping that
like-
separate.
Yeah, like contracts that go for a year or 2 out.
Contract.
Okay.
Stipends. I think it's just the yearly contract that we were more discussing, like the old PPP, anything of that nature that we put in there, it's financial contract that we're actually signing.
So I was gonna share something, maybe time now or not. So
Quite honestly, when I asked, I didn't realize that I thought it was a year from now, we were starting this in July, but then I saw the dates
No,
after the fact.
And honestly, Terry hasn't paid her contract with us in a while.
Years.
Yeah. And so she was down last week, we went to a presentation at the Crossroads, and so that's what she brought it.
Gotcha.
But I had a conversation with our superintendent, and he was telling me that their reorganizational meeting takes about 5 minutes every year. I said, well, how is that possible? He said they put all of the annual parts of the reorganization meeting on their consent agenda. So literally they come in and they just do all of the appointments pieces. And I'm not advocating for this, I'm sure, by the way. But that, so all of the annual things that we do every year, there's a motion,
Right.
X, Y, and Z, these all under consent. And then they move into new business
Right,
for the next piece of that meeting, so. For your consideration, as you go forward, those of you who are new to the board, you'll see every
unless there was
year,
a change. yeah.
unless there's a change, every year it's the same motions. So I thought, since you brought consent agenda, I thought it was an interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting idea. Having said that, so anything financial, you would.
Well, and I think it,
Hold on.
when you're looking for, like Jamie said, it's more of a financial impact, I guess. And quite honestly, when I read. Until just now, the. Other one, the number 2,
Would you like those?
I probably would have had that one pulled out too, but I don't know if I would have. I don't know. I think
That
that's
one's
something
more
like-
instructional.
Yeah,
Yes,
those are service providers for
Whereas here
kids.
it's not instructional.
right, it's a service out and above, right.
So I'm hearing you say it's non-instructional service providers, all those contracts. Okay. Should we do that?
Any other comments, questions, concerns? Contract. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. That's it, we'll move right through it. Now we need the personal action items. I need a motion to appoint substitute monitor Penny Shipman. Motion. Is that you, Michelle?
Jamie.
Jamie, get her. Jamie with a second. Any questions, comments, concerns? All in favor? Need a motion to appoint substitute monitor Karen Wood. Max with a motion,
Second,
was going to, but it didn't get me.
Tim, gotcha. Tim. Second, any questions, comments, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I need a motion to appoint full-time custodian Carol Lane. So moved. Any motion? Jamie will second. Any questions, comments, concerns?
Why should you vote that already?
At one point and then left.
She's clear, she's being promoted to.
Oh, okay. I got you. I forget there's a difference.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to accept the resignation of Michaela Avalone. Yeah, James with the motion, Max was second. Any questions, comments, concerns with that? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to approve long-term teacher's aid. Cynthia Shipman. Donner. Million second. Questions on Cynthia? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to approve long-term teacher's aid. Caitlin. Years. Tim with the motion. Matt with the second. Any questions, comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to approve long-term teacher aide Sabrina Harrington.
I'll motion.
Second. Any questions, comments, concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion. Under personal action items on your addendum. You can see, there's an addition to the letter H under coach. Modified basketball coach Cooper Wyman. And amend appointment for Mackenzie Hamer to become the JV basketball coach.
Two modified last year.
Right, so we just.
Well, that's done.
Almost. So I need a motion to appoint the coaches for the 2024-25.
I'll second.
Thanks. Sean. Any questions, comments, concerns? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
The reminder, or as easy as that is, that your sport starts Monday.
Oh, that was, I should.
The rest of it, the rest of us.
Over, sorry, I was thinking.
There's your gas.
I need a motion to appoint the extended school day program aide Sabrina Harrington.
I'll second.
Tim. Joe, the second. Any questions, comments, concerns with that? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to approve the leave of absence for Marie Hutcherson.
I'll motion.
Max, the motion.
I'll second.
Michelle, the second. Any questions, comments, concerns with that? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. I need a motion to approve the leave of absence for Bridget Chichester.
I'll motion.
I'll second. Michelle with the motion, Max with the second. Any questions, comments, concerns with that? All in favor?
Alright.
Motion carried. I need a motion to accept the resignation of Christy Aaron. Tom with motion, Damian with the second. Any questions, comments, concerns with that? All in favor? I need a motion to approve long-term teacher aide Riley Watson. Replacing Christy Aaron. Motion. Max with the motion.
I'll second.
Don with the second. Any questions, comments, concerns on that? All in favor?
Alright.
Opposed, motion. Informational and discussion will be that document.
You can see there's a number of dates on there for committee meetings and our upcoming board meetings. Just again, make note, we spoke about this at the work session in October, but the changing the work session in March 25th to April 8th. That was the schedule, evening was scheduled for actually, the work session was a budget work session, but the April 8th meeting was already scheduled for an agenda meeting, so we're gonna. Which there, that gives us an opportunity, given most likely budget will be late, so that we will have some time to update you, and have more time to go through the pieces instead of trying to cram things in along with March. If those come up with an on-time budget, it'll give us a little time to, more time to communicate with you. And then just another reminder that the senior citizens dinner, it is December 10th, that's the same night. The same. Okay, so if you come a little early and have some food and see the concert, or maybe.
Honor Society still doing their service.
And that's all that I have at this point.
They else have anything for the good order before we go in executive session? All right, make it a motion to enter executive session. Well, change the motion, I do the second. All in favor?
Alright.
All carried.